Okay, so finishing up some stuff at work, and I wanted to talk to you guys about some writing stuff. So last week, when I posted, my best friend, she texted me. She was like, "Hey, one of the things you probably can do is just like talk your writing out if you feel like you don't have time to do it." And I love the idea. For me, that just doesn't work because of what I'm writing this time. So I wanted to just give you some different things that you can do if you don't have time to write and you know what you want to write, but maybe you just don't like have time to write it right then. So, as she said, one of the things you do is definitely take notes in your phone. I do that when the Lord brings me some stuff sometimes, and not even for a book, but just some thoughts that I feel like I need to capture. I'll go to my notes and I'll just write it down. But definitely something you can do with your writing. If He brings something to you that you need to write down, just go to your notes on your phone, write it down. I don't feel like I can do that right now because I'm doing prayers. And so, like, I do a lot of research as far as scriptures are concerned. But even with that, I can definitely write the scriptures down if they come to me. Or a lot of times I'll research where is the scripture that says, they that wait on the Lord or whatever. So that's something that I could write. If you have pen and pad, if that's your thing, just write it down right where you are. Like, get an envelope in your car. um, if you have a book bag on you or something in your purse that you can write it down. A napkin. I know one of the pastors at the church, he writes, and I remember him saying one time that he had a lot of things written on some napkins, and it was like his best book, right? But write it down somewhere so that you have it. I have index cards where I have written some things down that I thought about right then and just didn't have a computer to start typing up whatever it is that I needed to type. So you don't have to lose a moment when you're writing. When it feels like you don't have the time, or like I said last week, you had the time, but then you don't have the time. You don't have to actually lose the material that you want to write if you just talk it out in your notes, write it down in a notebook, write it down on a piece of tissue or index card, or text it to somebody who you trust. And yeah, like, but you have it. So just wanted to give you, a couple things that you could do if you don't have time and you want to feel like, you know what, I didn't have time, but at least I got it written down. So I hope this helps and you guys are encouraged.